Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is doing well. Today, I'm going to create an easy, fun, natural makeup look that anyone can do. So I'm going to use some products that I have not used in a while. So let's just get started. If you're new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe. It would mean so much to me. And now let's get right into the video. So I already have sunscreen on my face and face cream. So my face is done, and for my brows I've used the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Brow Freeze and the Glossier Brow Pen in the shade brown. So for primer, I'm gonna use the NYX High Glass Face Primer. This is a beautiful primer that looks a little bit tinted, as you can see. So let's apply this all over the face, and I love the glow it gives your face. It's kind of like a glass skin. So look how beautiful this NYX glass primer is. This is in the shade Moonbeam. Right after, I'm gonna go in with the NYX Born to Glow Natural Radiant Foundation. It is the same size as the primer, as you can see. This one is in the shade Light Ivory. This is what this one looks like. I'm going to use my Merit brush. I love this brush. I've been using this brush a lot. It's very soft and dense. And I'm going to go in with my Morphe sponge. And I just want to kind of push everything in and get rid of any type of brush strokes. I really love this foundation. I haven't used it in a while. And this primer, it's just perfect match. Next, let's move on to bronzer. So I haven't used this Beauty bronzer. This is in the shade Natural 1018. It's a bronzing powder. Packaging is not very, like, it's cute the way it looks, but it's very hard if your hands are oily or you have cream on your hands to open it. So you just have to kind of twist it and pull it off. Look how beautiful this is. Let me use my favorite brush, and this is the Moda multi-purpose powder brush. This is my favorite brush to use with powder bronzers. There's Kona. Hi, Kona. There's this little monster right here. She's getting bigger. Yes. No licking Mama's makeup. Say hi. Say hi. Who's coming? Where's the puppy? Where's there? Who's there? There's Kona. Yeah, she always hangs out with Mama, right? Good girl. Yeah, she always hangs out with me. I just took her for a walk. And now she's relaxing here with me. Look how beautiful this bronzer is. You can build it up, as you can see. I'm moving slowly here. So I went ahead and I primed my eyes off camera, but I want to add a little bit more glow to the face, and I'm going to use another product by Beauty, same company, and this is this trio, and this is a blush, highlighter, and bronzer all in one. You guys saw this on my channel, but I want to go ahead and use the bronzer part because it has a little bit more glow to it. And I want to add just a tiny bit more glow to this bronzer. You see how it just brightens up, that gives it that extra glow to the cheek. Let's move on to concealer. I forgot to add concealer, so I'm going to go in with my Kosas Concealer, and this is in the shade 02. So it's a little bit, you can see, on the yellow side. So I'm just going to add in the inner corner and outer corner. And I'm going to use my Rare Beauty concealer brush. So now I'm going to go in with my Pat McGrath Labs Under Eye Fetish powder to set this concealer up. This is a beautiful, very fine melted powder, and I'd like to use this under my eyes because it doesn't emphasize any of my fine lines. Let's move on to highlighter. For highlighter, I'm going to use the Milani highlighter in the shade 110 Dolce Perla. It's such a beautiful, beautiful highlighter. Look at that. So glowy, so easy to use. Okay, so for that I'm going to use my Moda BMX Glow Brush and just add it at the high points of my cheeks. This is such a beautiful highlighter. Look at that, so glowy. Okay, now I'm gonna go into blush. I'm gonna use the NYX Sweet Cheeks Glow Blush. This is in the shade Citrine Rose. It's such a beautiful rusty shade. And I'm gonna use my Moda Stippler brush. This is very pigmented, so just go slow with this blush. Perfect. Now let's move on to eyes. So for eyes, I'm going to use a palette that you can use on an everyday basis, and this is the Natasha Denona Biba palette. And the shades in here are just so easy to use and so user friendly. Beautiful and natural shades with some dark shades that you can use and smoke up the eye. So let's go ahead. I don't know what I'm doing it. So first I think I'm gonna go into this shade Tusk right here and use that with a fluffy BH Cosmetics number 8 brush and put it all over the eyelid. Let me zoom in a bit. So you notice with Natasha Denona, the shades are a little bit, show up a little bit more intense on the eye than in the pen, which I really love. Okay, with the same brush, I'm gonna go into the shade Prairie right here. And I'm gonna put this kind of above the crease. Such a beautiful natural brown with a little bit of a hint of yellow. And now, same brush, very simple. Let's try Freckle, which is a darker, more brown right here. And add it in the crease here. And move it slowly above. That's such a gorgeous shade. It ties up the eyes so beautifully. Let's go into Cocoa right here and use this in the outer corner. And for that, I'm gonna use a, let me see here. This is a Real Techniques 307 brush, which is a flathead brush, as you can see. And is in the outer corner here to deepen this outer corner out. Now, I don't know if I want to do an all matte look. Maybe today I'm going to do an all matte look with a little bit of pop of shimmer in the corner. Just something different. So add this all over the eyelid and then we're going to blend it. I'm going to go in with my first brush and tie in the crease here. That is such an easy to use shade. Even though it's dark, you can see that it's not patchy. Usually with darker shades, you're worried about patchiness, right? I really, really love a nice brown natural eye look. Now let's use the fluffy brush and blend. So the trick to do a brown look and or a smoky look, it's you make sure that when you work with darker shades, you take your time blending. So just take your time, apply very little pressure and just blend the edges. You don't want to have patchiness left over. You want everything to look very, very smooth. Okay, so now I'm going to use the same brush, Real Techniques, with the same darker shade. And I'm going to smoke out the underneath eye here. Do you see how it just pops the eye, makes it so nice and big? Then I'm going to get a cleaner, more small fluffy brush. This is the more detail brush, which looks like this. And I'm gonna go into Freckle, which is the color we put in the transition, in the crease, and soften up the edges here so we can tie up the colors together. Instead I went with Seed because it's a little bit darker, and I applied that in the outer corner. Now let's blend everything together. I guess this is an everyday smoky eye look. Very easy smoky eye look. When I start applying shades, I cannot stop. So if you go too close to the inner corner, you can take your concealer brush and kind of clean it up. Same here, you clean up the edges. Beautiful. Now let's go into Monroe right here and use that as the inner corner. There you go. And I'm going to use the same thing here underneath the brow bone. Just remember, you can always use your highlighter instead of any other shimmer. So now I'm going to go off camera and do my lashes. I'm going to use my regular, the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. And I will be right back, and we're going to apply some lipstick. So here are the eyes done and the face. What do you guys think? I think the eyes turned out very beautiful, a little bit more smoky for an everyday look that I wanted, but I really love it. I do wear this on a daily basis as well because once I start applying eye makeup, I keep going. So now I have 3 lipsticks I want to use, and I think I'm going to use one of this. I'm not sure which one goes with this look most. Maybe let's try it out. I have this one here, which is more, they're more lip balms than actual lipsticks. Ooh, that's a pretty one too. Let's put them on. Oh, and this is the lipstick. So the first 2 are lip balms. So lipstick right here, and the other 2 are lip balms. So I think I'm gonna apply the lipstick first, and I'm gonna apply this lip balm right on top. So let's go ahead. I don't know, let me line up the lips a tiny bit. I think I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild gel lip liner in the shade Lay Down the Mauves. Yeah, it's okay. It's just a little more mauvey, but it's very similar. So let's go with this lipstick. This is the Milani lipstick in the shade Tease. Just for a little bit of that nice neutral brown. And then I'm going to go in with Milani lip balm. And this is in the shade Tied Up. Right here. Here is the final look. I called it, this is like an easy everyday makeup look, so it's pretty easy to create. It took me this long because I was talking and explaining, but it's a very simple use, all natural browns for lips, for your face, for your eyes, and it turned out really good. I love a nice matte eye look. I think it just pops the eyes and makes them look so nice with a little bit of shimmer in the inner corner, which you can use your own highlighter instead of a shimmery shade if you don't have one. But this Biba palette by Natasha Denona is just wonderful, so easy to use. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please don't forget to subscribe. It means so much to me. And I will see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.